Hi, I'm Stan Goldstein with Kates-Boylston Publications. I'm glad today to be joined by Beth Kmiec, the Executive Vice President, Trust Administration for ClearPoint Federal Bank Trust. Beth will be hosting a free webinar with us here at Kates-Boylston on Tuesday, August 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, titled How to Build Your Network to Grow Your Business. Beth, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Stan.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your role at ClearPoint.
So I've been at ClearPoint for just about 9 years now, and I oversee all of the client-facing pieces of what we do here at ClearPoint. My background really is in estate planning and trust law. So before I came to ClearPoint, I was in personal trust at JP Morgan for about 7 years. So pretty extensive history just on the trust side.
And what do you like most about your job?
I feel like the thing that I have enjoyed most over all of the years that I've been here has really been meeting all different people and just getting to build relationships with them, getting to understand what's important to them has been really fun for me. I'm kind of a people person, so that's really been the thing that I like the most, for sure.
All right. Now let's talk about ClearPoint a little bit. What do you offer to your clients?
So ClearPoint, as it says in our name, we're federally chartered, and we are a sole purpose trust bank. So all we offer to our clients is trustee investment management, record keeping, and compliance services for pre-need and perpetual care trusts. So no checking accounts or things like that. It's all trust here, and all of the services that are ancillary to that.
Okay. And going off the webinar a little bit that you'll be doing with us on August 30th, it's about building a network. What are the benefits of building a network?
I feel like there's been a lot of benefits of building a network, as I've seen over the years, and I feel like one of the biggest things is really just brand recognition. But the other piece is building a network helps you get referrals, which I think is just the most sustainable way to grow your business, has been our experience, rather than anything else that people try to do in order to grow and get new customers in.
Okay. And funeral service is always changing. We've seen that, especially over the past few years. So what would you say are some of the key issues you see facing those in funeral service today? And let's take a look at the future too.
Yeah, I've gotten this question a few times before, and honestly, as I think about it, I know sometimes we think funeral service is unique, but really the key challenges that funeral service experiences are some of the same challenges that everyone else is experiencing. So just changing with the times. You know, I hear so many people talking about being able to get new employees in and to, you know, keep staff on staff. And those are really universal challenges that everyone seems to be experiencing right now. And I think those are the key challenges that our industry is facing as well.
Okay. And what would you recommend as a starting point for building your network? Where do you start?
I think that, so I think as I think about that, really the thing that really helps build the network, or the place to start, is just have a specific goal. So sit down and say, I know, this is my goal. I want to reach this specific target, this target partner, or a target strategy. And I'll talk more about that in my presentation about, what are some suggested partners that a funeral home or a cemetery could have, and how do you approach them, and how do you create that target? So really, that's kind of what I would recommend. And the more focused you can be and the more thorough you can be with those partners, the better off you're going to be. So it's more, I really recommend being more narrow and deep than broad in terms of a network that you're using to get referrals.
Okay. And how does ClearPoint set themselves apart from other companies in the industry? I noticed in Las Vegas you had a very nice display, and I said, hey, that sets them apart, but other ways too.
Well, thank you. We really do like to have a nice, clean display at conferences, for sure. I think one thing that's different, particularly in our space, is we try not to be really transactional. It's not just, we don't want to be just a commodity. So we have a lot of information, again, from networking and just really from the level of detail that we keep, so that we become much more consultative with our customers. and really are there as a partner to our clients and to our customers to help them grow their business and to help them manage their business. And that's not something that you will hear from a lot of trust companies or record keeping companies, that we're there to help them grow their business, not just to sell pre-need.
Okay. And this is a personal question for you. What is the best career advice you have ever received?
It's an interesting question. I had some of these ahead of time and I had to think about that. But I think for me, the most impactful kind of, I guess you'd call it advice, is when I was starting actually really here in this position. And I was really struggling with not feeling like I was as good at my new role as I used to be at my old role. And my manager sat me down and kind of talked me through the change curve, and how a lot of times when you're learning something new, you will step back in order to move forward. And so just accepting that progress isn't always linear, but it's still progress. And really applying that in my day-to-day has been really impactful for me, because sometimes when you step back and you're trying to move forward, you quit. And so you don't ever get to that forward momentum. And so if you just keep pushing through, even when you think something's too hard and it's not working and you're not doing it right, that pushing through is what can get you to that breakthrough. And you have to be willing to do that.
Yeah, and you see that. And my next question is, what impresses you most about the death care industry?
The thing that I was most unexpected, because I was new to the death care industry 9 years ago, was I didn't realize what a community it was. I know people talk about, different people don't get along, but it is a community in a way that almost like a giant family. So yes, you're going to have members of the family that don't always like each other for whatever reasons, but it is still a community, and it's been so great to be a part of that community for the last almost decade now.
And back to ClearPoint. ClearPoint has grown steadily over the last several years. How has networking been a part of that growth?
Yeah, so what we really learned is, first of all, when we first changed our name to ClearPoint, we wanted to just make sure that people knew who we were. And so the more we got our name out there, the more we networked, the more our story was being told. And we really built a good, strong system of bringing in referrals. And it's been, I think, key to our success, because as you're growing and you have limited staff and who has time to go out and knock on all the doors, and is it even worth it?
Right.
So really being very strategic about our networking and doing that has been probably one of the most important things that we've done in terms of our growth over the last several years.
And I've done a couple webinars with you. I've interviewed a couple times, and you're always passionate. So where does that passion come from?
Yeah, so I feel like my passion, I often think that I have a lot of internal drive, but what I would really bring that down to is that the way I was raised is, if you're ever getting in a rut and you're feeling like things just aren't working, or you're just not happy or satisfied with whatever you're doing, I was always taught to go and do something that made a difference for someone else. Anything. It doesn't have to be huge. It's not like you have to go and give away your life savings, but just like one small thing. And everything that you do that actually does something that helps another person in some way helps you feel more inspired. And so when I feel myself getting uninspired, I go and I just do something for someone, whether it's someone here or one of our customers, and that helps me keep my passion for my job, honestly, alive, because I get excited about helping people, and then I see that it's made a difference, and then I want to do it some more.
Definitely. And that's why I'll advise people tune into Beth's webinar, because yes, she will be very passionate and be very interesting throughout it. All right, I have one final question here. What one phrase would best sign up your thesis on how to build your network to grow your business?
I would say that
what one word or phrase that would be? I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I would say the phrase that really sums up kind of the primary goal, or the primary statement of my webinar, is that referrals are really the best path for sustainable growth. That's, that's the takeaway that I want people to understand, that is the path that's going to get you growth that keeps going and keeps growing in the easiest way possible.
All righty, that was very good. I always enjoy talking with you. So I'll plug the webinar again. That's it's a free webinar. It's Tuesday, August 30th, 2 p.m. Eastern time, and you may sign up for it by going to AmericanFuneralDirector.com and clicking on the webinars tab. Yes, again, thank you so much. I'll be moderating that webinar on August 30th, and I'm looking forward to it and talking with you again.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it too. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, Beth, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.